Assalamualaikum and good day. Today, I would like to introduce about the other equipment in the HVAC system. We already done about the AHU that have content of several equipment such as a fan with the inside of a HU air filter itself, and then maybe about the split system of the duct. Now we try to learn in deep about the filter, air filter. Okay, based on the air filter, separate by classification of air filter based on the coarse air filter, low efficient air filter, medium efficiency air filter, and the last one is high efficiency air filter. Okay, we back to the previous slide on the coarse air filter. So based on the MERV 1, 2, 3, and 4, we counter about size of the dust within 5 until to 80 micrometers of the size. So we can remove the pollen, textile fiber, and standing dust on the surface based on this size. And then the filter itself, media divide by into 3 categories: viscous and residual, coated by oil, cleaned with the detergent. And the second one, dry and residual, synthetic fiber and polyurethane foam. And the last part, dry and disposable discharge. When final pressure drop is reached, used in the window unit. So based on this size, maybe very low of the size of a air filter. So we go to the more higher of the air filter quality. We call low efficiency air filter, and the size change from the MERV from the 5 until to 8. So the function in this size to remove dust between 3 until to 10 micrometers, such as spore, mold, hairspray, cement, and others, and so on. So compared to the coarse air filter, so the size is more smaller. And then what we can do in this air filter is more small. We can try to do what we call, we can filter more smaller of the dust and so on. So the media using glass fiber, bonded glass fiber, wire mesh, and electrostatic discharge fiber that have been used for the material in the level of low efficiency air filter. And then widely used in package unit and AHU in the commercial and institutional buildings, industrial workplace, and demanding residential application. So I think this one is more common use in the building, just common building or general building. And then we go to the higher of classification of air filter, medium efficiency air filter that use of in standard MERV 9 until 12. The size within 1 until 3 micrometer. So it means now we come to smaller. Then we can filter the Legionella bacteria and cold dust. So actually, coal dust is very small, in the more to the nano size, I think, almost to nano size. And then offer a bag and box filter with the plated made to extend surface area. So I think will be used in the package of bag and box. And then medium made of synthetic fiber, including bonded glass or fiber. And then used in demanding commercial building and industrial application. Yeah, this may be more to industrial application, because the industrial application maybe have the smaller dust circulate surround the building because of the industrial maybe output. And then we go to the last of the classification of the air filter, that is higher efficiency air filter. So the size in the standard, we apply from 13 until to 16. Now we can filter the size of the dust or the something we want to remove, starting 0.3 until to 1 micrometer. So we can filter bacteria, viruses, cooking oil, fumes, tobacco smoke, and other smoke. So this application used in the form of plated made in the cartridge. These air filters are often protected by low or medium efficiency filters to extend their service life. While used in the system for hospital, high demand commercial building, and precision manufacturing workshop. So I think this one is more precision to remove the unwanted thing from the air. So classification of air filter in the ultra high efficiency air filter, high efficiency particulate air filter, or we call them in the HEPA or HEPA, ultra low penetration of filter for dust particle less than 0.3 micrometer using the DOP or dispersed oil particle test method. So this one is the characteristic ultra high efficiency filter. And the test is defined by HEPA filter. And I used to remove air contaminants such as untouched viruses, carbon dust, combustion smoke, and radon frequency of particles in size 0.3 micrometer. So actually, this one is we can introduce by during pandemic of virus COVID-19. This size is very good. Used during pandemic. And widely used in clean room and clean space for the microelectronic industry, pharmaceutical industry, precision manufacturing, and operating theater in hospital. Okay, this is very good. And then this is good for application in the hospital. So actually, what is the standard of MERV itself? So the short form of MERV is a minimum efficiency reporting value, commonly known as MERV rating. Is a measurement scale designed in 1987 by the American Society of Heating, Refrigerating, and Air Conditioning Engineer to rate the effectiveness of air filter. So we use this standard. under the X-ray. Okay, this one is type of air filter. You can see A until to E. Okay, in A we call the panel filter, and then we go to next B, plated filter, and then the C type is extended surface back type. This is one package with the filter with the involving of the input frame. And then rotary filter. So from the name, we know this patterns will be in the cylinder, rotary filter. So the last one, automatic renewable rolling filter. So this type. Okay. This one is based on the type of a filter. Okay, so now we go to how to select a filter. So this one consider a parameter which will be measured how to select a filter on implement in the application. The first one, the first parameter should be courtesy of the air contaminant, should be the size particle and the concentration of the dust particle or irritation vapor to be removed must be identified. And then the degree of air clean lines required in the conditioning space must be specified, especially the design criteria for clean space or clean rooms. And the minimum efficiency of the air filter at specific particle sizes and loadings must be specified. And then the initial, average, and the final pressure drop during the operating period, which affect the energy consumption and service life of the filter and the air system must be determined. Service life of the air filter influences the installation cost, the pressure drop, and the efficiency of the air filter. So this one should be considered when you try to select the air filter. This one's parameter this will be used. Then some filtration technique. Okay, how to select the air filter. This one is the technique. Select an air filter based on the dust particle size, based on the category classification of the air filter that I mentioned before. So classify first the size that work in the certain area that want to implement the air filter. If we try to implement in the hospital, so we range the ultra. Yes. If we want to the in the industrial environment, so we select based on the condition. So the second one, Borac recommended the use of medium efficiency particulate filter for protection of coil and air distribution system, preventing the nutrition for biological growth, high efficiency particulate filter for control of respirable particulate and bacteria, and gases absorber to control objectable odor and harmful volatile organic compound. So please beware about the this parameter like bacteria, gases, and the harmful volatile organic compound. So if you design with this environment, please select in the high efficiency of filter. High efficiency and ultra efficiency air filter electronic air cleaner must be protected by pre-filter of medium efficiency to extend the life of this high efficiency, and the ultra high efficiency gases absorber, and electronic air cleaner. So in this classification of air filter, high and ultra high should be covered or protected by pre-filter, because high efficiency and ultra high efficiency is very expensive. So before that, we cover or protected, then easy to clean the air filter itself. Monitoring the pressure drop of the air filter, preventive maintenance of low efficiency viscous air filter have a direct impact on the filter performance. As we know, if filter already stuck, so we'll drop the pressure during the distribution of air into the room. So please do the maintenance periodically. So now we go to indoor air quality. Indoor quality. So what in indoor air quality is a term refer to the air quality within the round building and structure as related to the health and comfort of the building occupant. So relate to the occupant, health and comfort. And then refer to the quality of the air inside building as represented by concentration of pollutants and thermal condition that affect the health and performance of occupants. So we try to measure by health, comfort, pollution, thermal condition. So for the occupant. So who is the occupant? Human, or maybe plant, maybe it's for the animal. So please refer to their health, comfort of the occupant. Refer to the nature quality of the conditioner air that circulate through closed space area where we work and live and breathe the air. So refer the nature quality. If have the much difference between them, something wrong in our design. Source control filtration, use of ventilation to dilute contaminants are primary method to improve of air quality, indoor air quality. And then routine clean of carpet, rug help to improve the indoor air quality in residential building. This one refer to the quality itself based on the condition outside of the building environment and inside of the building. So that one is have relationship, because we try to produce a good quality in the indoor air of building. How do you feel being in this room? So this one, the symptom or the what we call symptom. Is it the quality of indoor air good or not? If we have the high humidity, we will feel something like the odor or very very wet is surrounding us on the object, anything, in our body itself. So we'll produce high or low temperature, which will be measured. So this one will measure our condition. So how acceptable indoor air quality? So in which there are no known contaminant at a harmful concentration and with which a substantial majority, usually more than 80% of the people exposed to do not express in any certification. So this one refer to X-ray standard. Yeah. If more, at least 80% without harmful concentration or with a substantial majority contaminated at a harmful concentration. So not more, less than 80%. So parameter to indicate the indoor air quality, chemical contaminant, chemical contaminant like the CO2, CO, formaldehyde, PFOS, PM10, anything. Physical condition, temperature, and then the volume. This one is maybe the people cannot contain more than 10 people in the one room at the same time. And then how about the humidity? Should be give the symptom in the physical condition. And then biological agent. This one is refer to the we spray the something to protect our we call our product in our room. So we spray something and then we'll be produce something it's not good for our health. So we should be considered in this condition. Source of indoor pollutants will inside our location, source, this one the source, will inside our location, building design flows, building system design, maintenance, renovation activity, lack of local exhaust ventilation system, building material, equipment activities. This one is considered will produce something bad in the air quality. Okay, this one is example that can produce from every side in our room to contribute for low of air quality. You can see from the roof, from the inside of the room, our house in the building. Okay, let's say we go to bathroom. So maybe high humidity, personal hygiene will produce the bad air quality. And then we go to kitchen, maybe from the cooking pollutant, bacteria, something will contribute also in the bad air quality from the garage itself, anything. So 5 common indoor air pollutants. The first one, mold and pollen, tobacco smoke, household cleaning product, radon and carbon monoxide, and the last one, formaldehyde and lead. Also contribute to our health. And then cause of bad of the indoor air quality, inadequate ventilation and air tightness, variations in temperature and humidity levels, indoor source, including combustion, use chemical and building product. So actually, coating, like the coating also contribute in the chemical of sources. our combustion from the garage also contribute. Anything you can see from the slide. So this one is health effect. If we cannot control the indoor air quality symptom, they can be easily mistaken from symptoms of the illness such as allergic, stress, cold, and influenza. This one is common. Allergies is common symptom if we have bad quality. And then also a symptom like shortly after leaving the building or away period of time, leave or vacation, feel ill while inside the building. This one is feel ill. And then sick building syndrome is used to describe situation in which building occupant experience acute health and comfort effect that it appear to link it to the time spent in building. Okay, so maybe we don't want to live in a building for a long time or a long term. Anything you can see if we produce a bad of air quality. This one you can see every part in the room can contribute the air quality. Okay, then it will affect to our health. Okay, this one cases on who that have reported before. If Philadelphia also, actually we developed IAQ standard based on the previous case. From there, we try to investigate, study, and then we produce the something to improve the air quality. So the first case, Philadelphia, 182 cases, 29 deaths among people attended the conventional in hotel. So what happened? The water be aerolized and transported to the people before the disease occurred. Okay. Another case, Staff Hospital UK, where 101 cases and 28 people died, and so on. This one we learn and then we report and we propose something new to improve the air quality. Okay, this one an example. Example cases by cases. Okay, so we affect the eyes, anything, lung, skin, general. Okay, I think that's all related to the filter that we try to learn in this topic under the equipment of the HVAC. So I close this class and see you in next topic. Okay, Assalamualaikum and good day all.